Comprehensive Analysis of Scarification on Indigenous Art from a Modern Perspective. Brandon Harmison. Art History, Africa, Oceania, and the Americas. Louise Kaufman. March 12, 2026. Figure 1. A comprehensive analysis of Indigenous art from a modern perspective. Top left corner of Figure 1. At the top left corner of Figure 1 are the Angola Chokwe people. Chokwe people from the mid-19th century are profound for their intricate wood carvings. Common practical activity amongst these people was to culturally participate in creating works of art that portray their legendary hunter. This legendary hunter is a prince and cultural hero. His name is Chibinda Alunga. The facial markings found on most mid-19th people Chibinda Alunga carvings do have markings upon the face that are not just decorative, they are markings that are spiritual. The spiritual power that signifies high social status shows ethnic identity. One of the prominent markings on these creations is the Sinjalianjali. Sinjalianjali, also known as the Maltese cross, is located on the forehead of the Angola Chokwe people. This easily recognizable Chokwe mark is typically in the form of a four-pointed cross or a stylized diamond. The primary function for this symbol is to represent as a symbol of cosmic navigation and guidance to the sun. The Maltese cross is the orientation of the divine four directions of the universe. This identifies the individual also as a member of the Chokwe elite. Top right of Figure 1. To the top right of Figure 1 is a picture of Senufo statue, often called Debel, and our rhythm founders. The statue is an ancestral spirit with the function of purification. Senufo Debel statues typically feature delicate, incised, scarifications that are vertical lines like cat's whiskers on the facial cheekbones. These marks signify tribal identity. It is the cultural understanding that rests in the depiction of the statue to be an illustration of cultural ideology. Bottom left of Figure 1. To the bottom left of Figure 1 is the picture of a traditional African wood sculpture from the Congo. This figure of a woman and child is known as a femba or pfemba. The facial markings on this figure are a representation of maternity blessings from the Yam people. Raised scarification patterns or chevrons on the face, specifically often on the cheeks, forehead, and temples. These raised marks symbolize beauty, elite hierarchy, and initiation into womanhood. Bottom right of Figure 1. Bottom right of Figure 1. This item is a veranda post created by the renowned Yoruba sculptor Olo of Isi. From 1938, this sculptor's origination derives. Nigerian facial scarification markings on the sculptures from the Olo of Isi are usually delicately incised and gently stylized. This unapologetically precise practice is the inner reflection that radiates from Olo of Isi. These markings often appear as long, thin lines on the cheeks or forehead, enhancing the elegant, elongated, and highly decorative nature of his figures. Middle of Figure 1. The middle of Figure 1 is the ball figure from Côte d'Ivoire, Arabololo Bien's spirit husband and wife. These types of facial scarifications are keloids on the face, neck, and torso. This is done to symbolize beauty, maturity, and moral character. The modern perspective. Within the fundamentals of purification, America finds contentment by indulging in piercings and tattoos. These markings and their symbolization, they have lost their meaning. Finding function in actions of scarification that may be purely anecdotal may be difficult to effectively explain. Hopefully, this prior insight into the functionality of markings that are symbolic can bring meaning to actions that have correlation. The Maltese cross is located on the forehead of the Angola Chokwe people. If to only represent a deeper desire to communicate with the universe, asking for cosmic navigation and guidance. Seeking individuality, the Senufo Debel features of scarification may assist in one's personal glamorization. Vertical lines like cat's whiskers on the cheekbones would be very memorable to the passerby. If only to symbolize tribal identity, then the function would be socially received. From the Congo is the fraternal mother and her child. This is known as a femba. The facial markings on this figure are V-shaped patterns. The representation of maternity are always a blessings in the eyes of the Congo people. This emotional feeling should continue to exist in modern society, if not only to encourage the process of procreating that is fundamental for human life to exist. Just as the Nigerian facial scarification markings on the sculptures from the renowned Yoruba sculptor Olo of Ice are, so should it be with tattooing artists in this modern day. Olo of Ice, usually delicately incised and gently stylized, so should the action be whenever trying to create modifications on one's own body. These actions are permanent. Placement should be precise, treating your body with kindness and giving thanks to the creation that was given. Ball figures from Côte d'Ivoire are a bololo bien's spirit husband and wife. These types of facial scarifications are keloids on the face, neck, and torso. This is done to symbolize beauty, maturity, and moral character. To address the torso scarification patterns, beginning with a clear picture in mind prior to such a great endeavor would be recommended. Such great endeavors should be done with physician's orders in mind, taking into consideration that all the artwork that has been discussed are only depictions from statues. If encouraged to participate in this keloid effect from scarification, remember it is done by branding one's own skin. Branding without ink can be painful and may cause serious injury. It is important to consult with a physician prior to these endeavors. Hopefully, this modern perspective on indigenous body scarification practices helps with decisions.